No, I told you
Wait,
before.
that's me. I'm the one who skips out on half the month.
Oh, I'm sorry. For context, everybody, I was telling these guys about how many games I have, and like every month, I have to deal with the fact that they say that they have way less games than me when it comes to like the games I'm recommending the next month, and I'm like, why is that? And then all they ever tell me is like, well, I don't even look through the whole entire month, and I just look at certain. I look at a couple of genres and then just say fuck the rest. And I'm sitting here for 2 hours every month being like, well, I've looked at my 30th piece of shovelware. Might as well keep going past the 8th of the month. Fucking every month it's like that.
See, that's what I mean. A lot of the like, I guess you can't judge a book by its cover, but a lot of them really don't look that appealing to me.
Yeah, but
You
honestly,
can't judge a book by its cover, but you can tell a lot about it from the cover too.
okay,
Yeah.
you know I don't use like the still image they give you with the game.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
if I read it and it's interesting enough, like the images they have that scroll across once you pick a game, that's the ones that like determine whether I'm like, all right, this is absolute fucking bloatware or it's actually a decent game and they're trying.
And of course, you said
Well,
that
that's why I usually skip the ones
anything.
that don't have any images.
Yes, any
Like you
games
hover over there.
without trailers disqualified.
For the most part,
Just-
yeah. I
it's-
mean,
Some of the ones without trailers I'll look at. It depends. Like something in the images has to catch my eye, or the title.
yeah.
Hmm.
All right, so as with every month, we are going to start off with our joke games. So, who's got a good joke game this month?
I mean, I actually kind of found one. I mean,
And
it
if
doesn't
you
look
don't make me
so-
laugh, you're fired.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Come on.
Wait, is that a
well,
threat or an opportunity? I'm not sure.
Fuck it. Look up
I
ethereal.
like Ray's attitude about this. Ray's got the best attitude about it.
Shit, I forgot the second part of the name, but it's ethereal something. Fuck, I forgot the second part of the title.
All right, we'll start off with the other guys. What do you got, Ray?
Fine. Let's look at Synth Drive, just because I wasn't going to mention it on my normal list.
What is it called?
Synth Drift. Sorry.
Oh yeah, please.
SY.
Yeah. Drift.
Drift.
Yep.
Okay. Let's check it out. It's got a trailer though. It's automatically a good game.
Now I remember the name of the game.
What in the fuck is this?
You said drift.
Synth Drift. And it's got a first-person mode.
Oh boy.
I would play it in first-person mode only.
Well,
I can see that.
It's to be a drift puzzle game. Huh, how unique.
All right, Mermage, play this in VR.
It's
Does
a
it have VR support? I didn't even look.
it
It would be awesome if it did.
Maybe it's VR support.
You know, a game like this, you wouldn't expect to actually have a first person.
That is beyond the fact that it's funny, Ray. It actually it does look like a very functional game.
Right.
So,
Yeah, it actually looks kind of
That's what
fun.
sometimes disappoints me with my joke games. Is like I'll find something and it's like this is a joke, but it looks good.
yeah,
Well, that's the best kind of joke game.
Right?
that's true.
It's funny, but it's true.
I mean,
Well,
remember, guys, this all started with $1 Simulator back in.
No, actually, I think it started with Deer Simulator.
Oh yeah, dear. Yeah,
I'm sure it's done in
Mermage was the one we made play $1 Simulator.
Yeah.
Memories.
Next month we asked, Mermish, would you buy it for $1?
I'd buy that for $1.
If you're still here, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, if we haven't lost you already, you know.
I'm still here.
Well,
We're not worried about you.
You can't leave that easily. What are you talking about, Rich?
We'll just pull you back in the VC. It's fine.
Shit.
All right. So what is yours, Mermich?
I didn't have a joke game this month.
Wow.
Disappointed.
Sorry, it says it's spring 2021.
That's
Oh, it changed its date. Oh, that sucks.
all right. You got one, Silver?
I'm not sure if it's a joke game, but it's Ethereal Estate. I just found it like not too long ago, and it looks kind of funny, but yeah, I don't know if it's a joke game. It's free at least, so hey, it
Is
doesn't
it
cost you
ethereal?
F.
Yeah,
ETH?
ETH.
ethereal
There,
estate. Yeah.
I found it. There you go.
Sorry, not ethereal, but ethereal. There you go.
Not ethereal. Ethereal. Ethereal.
Ethereal estate. Yes.
Oh, go.
What could it be dreaming
Well,
about?
the what year would that be? Style cards.
Like the 40s.
Yeah.
Basically, I think the premise of the game is just basically just cause as much chaos as possible.
So you're like a ghost
Fuck shit up.
causing chaos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck shit up.
Oh my god.
You can electrify a spoon?
Okay, so this is basically
Okay, I
this is
didn't.
basically Cat Simulator, ghost version.
Oh.
And it's
it has
multiplayer.
split screen. Huh.
All right, you know what? Best game ever.
Okay,
So,
is that just split screen
Oh,
though,
no.
or is it does it have online?
being an a-hole today. Wow. Okay. Yes.
All
Okay,
right,
oh
Gosh.
that
There you
wins. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna say.
Hey, I'm surprised none of you guys found it, considering it's pretty up high upon the list of games that are coming out, because it comes out in 2 days. I think. Yeah, it
Well,
says there.
3 for
March
us.
12th.
All
Well,
right.
remember, we all
Yeah.
have the different types of games that we have catch our eye.
Of
Mhm.
course.
All
Of
right.
course.
Mine, of course, is Let It Flow.
Oh, this.
Ah,
At least it's
the summer.
free.
That was
Didn't know it come out though.
Yeah, but it's allowed to have already came out. It came out in March.
it's March.
Okay. Fair enough.
Why is there a California raisin floating off?
It is. No, are you sure that was California raisin?
It might be a California prune.
Gross. This game looks.
It looks like somebody tried to make an alternative to Fall Guys.
And allowed you to shoot people instead.
Is he like
Which
literally
kid?
shooting peanuts into that poop?
It looks like corn.
Oh,
actually.
corn. Okay.
Yeah, go on.
Considering there is a corn, that would make sense.
Insert corn song here.
I believe I'm going blind. Yeah. So, Mermitch, are you gonna play this game? Are you gonna review it for us?
It's free to
No,
play.
I don't really want to.
It's free to
I think
play.
Aries is good.
Air Razor's the new intern?
Well, if he wants to join the podcast, then yes.
Oh, dude, I'd love to have Air Razor be an intern, because he's got plenty of time. He can play a lot of shit, literally.
Oh, yeah.
We'd have to reduce like the time we spend each month though, just to cover all of the crap he has to go through.
Indeed.
Or he'd have to keep the reviews short.
Alright, I'm gonna ask Air Razor about reviewing Let It Flow.
Oh my
Because,
god.
you know, it's my podcast and I'm allowed to if I want to.
Yes, you are.
Sure. Okay, you do that.
Alright, so we're going to talk about the games we've been playing over the last month. To make it more concise, this is the way we usually handle this stuff. To everybody who's out there, either new, most of you probably aren't, but if you are new here, the way we talk about it is that we have to have played the game over 2 hours. At least it gives me good game. Jeez. This is a good game. It's very positive, Air Razor. 186 very positive reviews, sir.
I think we know exactly how many viewers that guy has.
Exactly, 186.
186.
But no, what we do is the criteria is we must have at least played the game for 2 months. Unless it's like silver.
2 months.
If it's 2 hours. Unless it's silver, then he has to have played it for 2 months or 2,000 hours or their equivalent. And he still hasn't finished any of them. So,
It's first time. You understand me?
because remember, guys, the running joke from now into infinity is, where's my Skyrim review? Where is my Cyberpunk review?
I finished Skyrim over fucking 9 years ago, you twat.
You finished all of it.
Yes!
Every bit of it.
Yes!
And you didn't tell anybody?
Yeah, you didn't tell anybody?
Did you? I didn't even know you when fucking Skyrim came out. Fuck
So,
you.
so here's motivation for everybody. When we hit, when this
Sick.
podcast hits 3 years in August, Silver better have that coveted Cyberpunk review ready.
I'm waiting for the fucking update. Okay, 1.2.
It might be out by June then.
I know. This is a
We
whole
hope.
We hope.
Poor
Okay.
bastards.
But-
They didn't deserve that shit.
Back on track here. What we do is 2 hours minimum for first impressions or anything. Early access is no higher than a 7. And we are usually pretty positive about games unless the games don't deserve it. Then, obviously we can be pretty bad about them.
And you know me.
We try, most of the part, I would say, we mostly try and find the positive in games. Because games are a fun outlet no matter if they're perfect or not. But if a game is absolute shit, then it deserves whatever.
And I
it
mean,
is.
as you can see here, one man's trash is another man's
Treasure.
entertainment.
Or toilet paper. Okay, so I think we'll talk about the one that we've all played first.
Alright.
Yeah, I was about to say, should we get the biggest one out of the way?
The room, sure.
Yeah, so we'll talk about Valheim.
Over here, Eeyore. Wait.
Valheim.
Alright, I feel like an absolute idiot, and I will say this until the end of time. Last month on the podcast, I was like, wow, this game looks incredible, we should play it. And I didn't. Right away. And then I watched this game become immensely popular and sell 5 million copies in 1 month.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get for
Not following the gut.
yeah, for not following the gut. And I will never do that again. If I feel like a game is going to be a breakout hit, I will make sure to buy it.
Especially one that's produced by a very trusted studio.
Exactly. But, what are you guys' thoughts on the game? I imagine most people have played it by now, so I mean, like...
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't put as much time as you guys have, but
I haven't put as much time as Mermich and Silver, or Airraiser have.
I was gonna say, Mermich has put more time than any of us into this game.
yeah, I've only put about 15
Put
hours.
in more time than I have.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not in the podcast right now, so...
True.
Well, he is in chat.
No, he's in chat. Hi, Airraiser.
He's playing it right now.
But
Everybody's at Airraiser.
this game is amazing.
Oh, yes.
And the fact that they have even more planned than what's already there is insane.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
it
it
came
feels
out,
like
just
a
came out in
full
early
game
access,
already.
I hope so.
It feels like a full game already, though.
It really does.
You know what I like about picking out games for the next month though? When you have instances like this where you're like, man, this game looks like it's gonna be great, and then you look at the reviews a month later and it's like 141,000 overwhelmingly positive. I think I have a pretty good eye for video games.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Waiting for friend to start server. What, the server's not started?
I think he would have pinged something in our chat if that was. I'm assuming it's another friend.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, different.
Okay, I was gonna say. I'm like, I hope to God that's not the case.
But yeah, I'm thoroughly loving this game, and I'm enjoying building my wonderful castle, which I still need to grind more stone for.
And it's a game with Norse law. Of course, I'm gonna fucking enjoy it.
It is not the most graphically high quality game you will see on the market right now. They have gone with a style where models and textures are fairly low quality, but that has allowed them to like increase the atmosphere effects of lighting and the water
The lighting
a
and
lot
the
more.
water are
And
absolutely
it still manages to look beautiful despite having such low quality textures.
Now,
And I
mind
think
you
it was
guys,
a very good choice.
this game is over 149 gigabytes less than Call of Duty. I just want to
So
remind
yes.
you all that.
What is it, like
Yes.
only like 2
Yes.
gigabytes to download this game?
Just put that into perspective.
Yeah.
It's only like a gig big.
Yeah.
It has a lot of enjoyable content, even right now.
I mean, someday it might hit 2 or 3 gigs. We might have to get another hard drive, but.
Oh boy.
but when you have games like Call of Duty where you have the whole game plus the multiplayer and it fills up a 500 gig SSD, I will definitely take 500. I will take 500 copies of this game instead.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
But yeah, I think it's a incredible experience. Obviously, we can't rate it too high because it's early access, but yeah, I think this would be the pinnacle of early access grades, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's
Is 7 the max that we can give it?
yeah, it
Then
is.
7.
Yeah.
Solid 7.
And I
Yeah.
know most people would give it a way higher grade than a 7, but when it comes out fully, it's probably going to be better than a 7. So
Fully gonna get a 9.
We can definitely promise that once full release hits, we will mention it again and we will give it its deserved score at that time.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
look forward to that if you don't agree with our 7 max at early access.
you know what my thing is though is like I take something like this and then something like Craftopia. Craftopia is a game that I thoroughly enjoy, but I had to hop on it in early access and I'm waiting for it to become the game that I want it to be, right? Like through progression and them getting farther in development and everything else. Valheim, on the other hand, is already a great game. They're just going to make it better. Does it mean that it's going to be better than Craftopia overall in the long run? No.
Maybe, maybe not.
But for
We
right
can't tell.
now, like, it came out and it was way more substantial than 90% of the games that come out in early access. Because they
Well,
didn't.
that's the thing with early access is like early access is a big old spectrum of it could be a twinkle in the developer's eye to hey, look, we've got a mostly finished game that we're just gonna put some polish on.
Yeah, I mean,
before we release
let's be
it.
real. Most early access games in the survival genre usually come out in alpha state, and they're like, you can build, but that's about it. And then they build off of that, right? So it's very nice to be able to be like, well, you can do just about anything. I mean, yeah, we can improve things, but yeah, here, just go have fun. Oh, well, how many hours can you play? Well, how many hours do you want to play? That's the perfect way to do it, right?
Pretty much.
Because with the mechanics they already have there and the options they already have there, you could play it for however many fucking hours you want. There's no limit.
Indeed.
It's only your
The limit
your imagination is the only thing in the way. Yeah, exactly. But all right, we will stop praising the game that everybody else already praises. You know, this was not a hard review because I think we just have to agree that it's a really good game, along with the rest of the world.
Just agree with all the rest of the reviews that people have already seen, I'm sure.
All right, the rest of my games will go in order of from worst to best that I played this month, so that should be
Well,
interesting.
that's a good one. Good way to do it.
Okay, so what's how many do you guys have first of all?
What have I played?
I've only played like 2.
I haven't played many games this month.
Like new or
last month.
I have 6.
I mean, I guess
one,
it
two,
might have a
3.
Porsche, but
I have 3.
3.
So
You've already mentioned my time in Portugal.
yeah, I've already mentioned that whatever a year ago.
So you got Niho, right?
Yeah, 902, yeah.
Is that what you want to talk about now?
Sure.
Okay.
So I've put in a decent chunk of time, 40 hours, and combat is smooth as butter, which is good because it was one of the main focuses of the game. So it definitely needed to, be at least good. Boss fights are great, very challenging. You need to learn, just like with any of the Souls-esque games, or Souls-like, I guess. You need to pay attention to their maneuvers. You need to choreograph their attack patterns. Story is interesting so far. And yeah, I've really enjoyed playing it. I've only had one single crash. I mean, I don't know how it happened, but I was just on the menu after doing a mission, and the game just crashed, just closed. I don't know why. It just happened, but at least it's only once in my 40 hours of playing.
That's
Because if I
amazing.
swear, if it happened more than once, I would be really pissed.
And thank you so much for the resub, Glav. Sorry, I have to get it through quick before the moment's gone. But thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you, Jess, for the host. And good evening, Dan and Glav and Jess. Okay, now we can continue. Sorry about that, sir.
It's just in time for the AAA game.
No worries.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely been enjoyable so far. Out of all the Souls-like games I've played, I'd probably say this is probably my favorite simply because of the it's based in Japan, and you know me, I like Japanese games, especially like Tenchu and whatnot. So yeah, I've definitely enjoyed my time with it. I will say there are a couple of things that I get really annoyed about, just the same old bullshit with some of the Souls-like games, where sometimes enemies can hit you out of fucking nowhere. Like when they're facing one direction, they just suddenly turn 360, like 180, and they hit you. I'm like, oh, bullshit. That's bullshit.
Oh yeah, and Dan,
yeah.
you missed our rant about that. No, Silver has not finished Cyberpunk.
Yes, I'm waiting for 1.2.
And he'll be waiting until June. It's fair.
Stop. Look, I'm gonna make it fucking clear right now. Stop fucking bringing it up until 1.2 comes out, okay?
Okay, the day it comes out, I'm on him.
Okay.
Yes, thank you for the resub, Jess. Jesus Christ, I'm getting all the love tonight. Thank you guys so much.
Because I'm fucking sick of you guys bringing it up.
Then finish it.
Look, unlike all the other people out there,
Just
He's gonna insult somebody. Ready? Come on.
I didn't want to insult anybody. Unlike everyone out there, I take my goddamn fucking time with games. If you don't like that, shove it up your fucking ass. You understand me? Shove it up your fucking ass. Anyway, enough of my goddamn tangent.
Yeah, thank you to the viewers that Silver is scaring away by being a jerk. But
hey, I'm just saying, if you don't like the way I play games,
no,
shove it up
we
your ass.
love the way you play games. What else are we gonna talk about? We love the way you play games. No, go ahead. Okay, so what do you think score wise, Silver?
An 8. It's polished as fuck. It's fucking beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous in places. But then again, it's Japan. Of course it's gonna be fucking beautiful.
He's biased.
A lot of the yokai designs are goddamn fucking freaky looking.
Huh.
Holy shit. I love Japanese folklore. It's really amazing. It's really interesting. I love it.
Please tell me you played with the Valve helmet.
No.
I just saw that and I was like, oh my word.
I can craft it, but no. Actually, no. I have it in my storage. But I don't want it. I don't use heavy armor. I challenge myself by using light armor. Yes, you could die in one fucking hit if you're not careful. But I like that.
But then you don't have to invest in health.
All right, so Mermich, aka DB, are you ready to review your game?
Yep.
Okay, what's your game?
Una the Druid's Path. So 2 O's and A, and then the Druid's Path.
Mermich is the cheapest bastard because he reviews all of the free-to-play games. Tell me I'm wrong.
So, this game, visually, is really, really nice looking.
Oh yeah, it is actually.
That being said, gameplay-wise, it plays very, very similarly to what's that one game?
Ori.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks very Ori.
It plays similarly to Ori. Of course, it being early access and free, there's bugs, and I just so happen to find
And also
a bug.
glitches.
There also I just so happen to manage to find a bug from dying where you get stuck on a boss fight and can't beat it.
Wow. Okay.
That's unfortunate.
That's a pretty severe one.
So, also with the boss fight, the boss can throw rocks at you through platforms, which
That's bullshit.
certain platforms, not all of them.
It's the boss from Valheim. What the hell?
But I'm gonna give this a 5 for now.
Okay.
I definitely can see it becoming a really, really good game if the developer decides to put enough, bug
Effort.
fixing and tweaking to the just gameplay wise.
Sure,
Visually
you
wise,
said it is an early access game, so
it's perfect, but gameplay wise, it just needs a few bug fixes.
And that's the story of the day, kids. Just because your game's pretty doesn't mean it's not shit.
Or
It's
at
not
least partially
completely
broken.
bad. It
Or-
a
controls
little elbow grease is
Controls
required. It
really
seems.
well.
Oh yeah, and just because
controls
it's
really well,
pixel
it's
art
just
doesn't
the-
mean it's fucking great either. So don't
Right.
throw that in my face, kids.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, I can't review this game on Steam because it's not on Steam. But I do want to bring up Werewolf: The Apocalypse Earthblood.
Ah, yes.
Frustrating, ugly.
Rough around the edges.
You're trying to be nice. I'm not.
No. It's a pun. Rough around the edges.
Rough.
You're making a
Haha, dogs.
Wolves too.
Okay.
They
Overly priced, ugly, generic,
Good
dumb.
news.
The transformations are like the only good part of the whole entire game. So my grade would have to be, I don't think I've ever rated anything this low, but I'm gonna say it. It's probably a 3.
Oh wow, really?
I hated it.
Wow.
I
Didn't you rate Rune 2 below that?
What's that?
Actually,
Wasn't Rune 2 rated pretty low too?
It's 4.
Was that really a 4? Did you really give that a 4?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, below average, as I'd say.
I hate this game more because Rune 2 at least had a development problem that led to the game being shit. This game had a good budget, a good, it's a good price, so like it's not a budget title. It doesn't give you the implication that it's cheap or anything, because it's not. It's just uninspired, ugly, and dumb and fucking shit. I played 3 hours of it and it fucking sucked.
Wow.
There's not much of a worse grade I can give something like that. If it was, see, the reason I review so many cheaper budget games is because you can give them more leeway, right?
Mhm.
But like with this game, it was, I believe, $40 max price, like at retail, $40. And for $40, you could buy 2 copies of Valheim, or you could buy, a lot of other games that are way better than that.
Yep.
That deserve your money way more. So there's nothing more disappointing to me than playing a game that had all of the right. It could have been great because it had all of the lore behind it that needed to be good. Right? You have all this material to go from when it comes to lore.
Yeah, for the World of Darkness.
Yeah. And what do? They give you the most fucking obnoxiously boring, repetitive, and bland fucking game they can possibly come up with.
Yeah, they've had such a rough time. The World of Darkness games have. Oof.
So believe me, if I was in a worse mood, it'd be a 2. But it's a 3 because it does run, even though it doesn't run great. It runs, and it functions, and it works.
It runs on 4 legs.
Yeah, it's like a bitch you fucking have to kick to fucking get going, but it's fine. But no, it's the worst game I've played in months. Not the worst game I've ever played by any fucking means, but it's the worst game I've played in quite a while. Rune 2 was a step up because at least Rune 2 can be fun.
Wow, that's pretty sad.
Yeah, Rune 2 can be fun with your friends. This game doesn't give you an option to play with friends, so it's just not fun.
Doesn't get that out.
Okay, so go ahead. I'm done. That's my shit game for the month.
That is Tim's bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
In other news, I started playing a .hack game.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
I don't know how many are on Steam actually. So .hack GU Last Recode.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the only.
It's 4 games.
I was gonna say I didn't think there was any other ones.
It's 4 games in one.
Yes, I noticed that it is apparently like a remaster.
And I agree,
reboot
Clav. I agree with all the things you said.
Nobody.
I played the original, the first game on PS2, way back in the day. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the franchise or any of that, so it's kind of my first experience with it. I've only played about 5 hours, so I'm not too far into it, but it's pretty fun so far. Kind of reminiscent of, more modern versions of it make me think of Sword Art Online. But this, I believe, predates Sword Art Online quite a bit.
It does. It does.
Quite a bit.
You should be happy you're playing the remastered version.
For now, yes, I am. It's not pretty to look at. It does look like a PS2 game, but you know, it still works. And the cutscenes don't look terrible. But yeah, I do look forward to playing more of it. Especially considering it's got, you said 4 games in it?
Mm-hmm. And the 3 original and an unreleased title.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd say so far it's about a 7.
Alright, that sounds fair.
But could be better. I haven't gone too far into it.
Alright, Silver, what's up next? What's the game you finished this month?
The Made of Skirt FPS Challenge Mode.
Oh god.
Hey, that was actually kind of fun, except for the boss fight at the end.
When you have to say "but," that means it's not fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little too quick. Put it that way. It went a little too quick.
All right, since we've already talked about Made of Skier, what? Okay, Skur. Sorry, I'm not gonna mess this up. What is the mode that you played, and what is the difference between that and the rest of the game?
Okay, so the FPS mode is quite drastic from the main game itself. Considering you don't need to really sneak about, you have 4 weapons: an axe, a revolver, a shotgun, and a rifle. So you have various new enemy types that each have their own little effect that you have to worry about. Like early on, you get the regular freaking sackheads that just come in to attack you if they hear you. Then you get these ones that have these amulets attached to them, and they can turn invisible if you hit them, or if they hear you, they turn invisible and they can try to sneak around you. But you can at least see the shimmer. Then you have these weird. It gets really fucking weird when it comes to the 3rd new enemy type. These ones can basically throw fireballs at you. It becomes supernatural when you start encountering some of these enemies. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I thought this game was about cult, not this. This was quite unexpected. Then there's the 4th enemy, which is like a maid, but she's like a siren when she fucking screams at you, and she teleports. Oh my god, they're so annoying.
So the Made of Skier ran into Doom Guy and brought back some of the enemies from Doom.
I will say that the durable. And then I forgot about the other enemy type, the 5th one, where they have these diving helmets, and they have the heads, the viewpoint, or what do you want to call it. It acts like a laser point where they fire lasers at you. And I'm like, okay, is this Bioshock? Am I playing fucking Bioshock now?
I noticed that the game recent reviews are mixed, which probably means people didn't exactly like the fact that they did that.
It's a bit rough. I'd say that. It's not amazing, but it's not crap either.
Well, that sounds like mixed then.
Yeah, I'm mixed about it.
Alright, so what would you rate just the FPS mode?
Maybe a 5. Average.
That's not glowing, but I understand.
It's because the durability of some of the enemies, like how many shots it took to kill them, was a bit fucking ridiculous.
Well, it also sounds like they pretty much ruined the lore of the game for the sake of making the FPS game mode work.
Considering you couldn't even headshot the diving helmet dudes, because obviously the diving helmet is like really fucking solid. How many shotgun shells just don't go through them? Or at least, go through the view fucking point? Whatever. Game design or, game logic, whatever. I don't fucking know. I did not enjoy fighting them. It was okay. It wasn't anything amazing or whatever. I actually preferred the main game itself.
It seems like everybody does. If you look at the reviews, like, it seems like they much prefer the actual slow and methodical way of going through the game over the.
Yeah.
Let's give you a gun.
Yeah, I'd recommend the original game. I mean, hey, at least the update was free. You have to pay for it.
I want the FPS mode of the medium. I want to go back in there with fucking Uzis and a rocket launcher and just blow everything away.
I will say this, that there are a lot of horror games that don't need fucking guns to, make them, they don't need guns. They just don't.
This does.
Period. Exactly. It didn't really need the guns.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess it was because it's a free update. Whatever, it could be excused partially, but still.
Alright, so what do you got, Mermitch?
Paste.
Chill Out VR.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
Chill out, bruh.
So, did you do your furry VR chat yet? And you can get mad all you want. But you did say, we did discuss this last month, that it would be a good idea.
Don't use my gosh dang words against me, for Pete's sake.
But that's why we remember words, so we can use them against people later.
Whatever.
What else were the words before?
This is basically VR chat before it got horrible. Or rather, before it started getting worse.
Yeah, I mean, look at that bunny.
Look, furries are gonna be furries. You can't stop them.
For Pete's sake. Glab.
I mean...
Don't interrupt him. Let him continue.
Sorry, go ahead.
But so far, it is decent. The servers are pretty good. If you have too many people, it will lag out certain worlds, because there are people who will try and have lag avatars to try and lag out a particular instance. But overall, it's pretty nice. It's basically like a second VR chat, but with less of the drama that comes with it.
Awesome. I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm done harassing you. Okay, what's your grade?
I'll give it a 6 just because it's good, but could be better just server wise. But the game itself is really good.
Is that better, Jess? Or do I need to go higher?
Can you take me higher?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, if you own a VR headset, you have no reason not to try this game because of the fact that it's free. So
no. Unless I'm gonna play it with a friend, no.
Yeah, but Mermitch wants you to play with a friend, Silver.
Cough.
I know he does.
Every dancer
It's
needs
free,
their pimp.
gosh dang it. You can play it with or without a VR headset.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you can play it with or without a VR headset?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like VR chat in that sense.
Yeah.
All right, Glav, I got some detective work for you to do.
No, we're
I-
not fucking taking Glav.
If I send you some money on PayPal, can you get a couple lap dances? Tell me how this game works.
You'd have better luck on VR chat than this with that certain scenario.
We're trying to find out if Lola Bunny
Oh,
still has big
sure.
tits in this version.
Are you sure about that?
I am 100% positive with that. I am not even kidding.
Okay, take your word for it.
Okay, Glav, for clarity, remember Lola Bunny from Space Jam? Okay, Space Jam 2, like, they started bringing out pictures of it this week. One, Pepe Le Pew got banned because I guess he's a rapist. And 2, Lola Bunny, not allowed to have an actual, chest anymore because she's stronger if she doesn't have boobs.
Did they nerf her?
Yeah, like big time.
She got nerfed. Oh,
That's
She got
fucking
nerfed.
pathetic. That's pathetic.
and the furry community began pillaging.
She kind of looks like an anorexic WNBA player.
Especially the unrealistic proportions and just.
I mean, she's still got hair, so I guess they haven't shaved in a while, but it's all the same.
Tim,
Oh
Tim,
my
about
lord.
VR. One really cool feature is the fact that you can actually stand on certain objects that are designated like joints, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, so like you stand on other players' models?
You can stand on other people's hands, and it's awesome.
Now, I want to put out one disappointing point before we move on.
I made a totem pole with a couple other people.
I was working on a Mr. Potato Head simulator. Unfortunately, that has been canceled because Mr. Potato Head is no longer with us. They chopped off his dong, so now he's just Potato Head.
Sorry, they chopped off his French fry. Is that?
Yeah. He went from having a French fry to being a scallop being a scallop potato. He's got nothing.
And for you UK people, they chopped off his chap.
Yeah, his chap.
They caught him when he was on the bog, if you know what I mean.
Slice. Oh no!
This podcast is taking a terrible turn, but I'm just like leaning right into that shit. I don't fucking care.
Oh yeah, Glav. It was a crinkle cut chap.
Make smashed potatoes.
It was a crispy crinkle cut chap.
Sorry. Okay, for people that are new here or people that don't know already, I am against cancel culture, like 150%.
Anybody that is for cancel culture here? Hands? Anybody?
Listen, if you're no, I want to clarify. If you're a fucking rapist and someone finds out you're a rapist, sure, cancel them.
Dynafire? Perhaps?
Cancel that person.
Okay, yeah, but like canceling Mr. fucking Potato Head or Dr. Seuss or anything else because like the CEO of Papa John's, he's a fucking piece of shit. He deserves to be canceled. There you go. See? I'll agree, Dan. There you go. But people are one thing. People do actions that get themselves canceled, right? Mr. Potato Head didn't come to life, put his dong in somebody's face to get his dick ripped off. Yeah, French fry ripped off and be just Potato Head. Dr. Seuss didn't come back to life and call somebody a racist slur to get his books canceled. Some things, like, okay, in Dr. Seuss's case, I know. His estate is the one that pulled the books, not cancel culture. I get it. But the people from cancel culture were like, yeah, that's right. Though those books are, like, if you forget history, people will repeat history. And I don't want there to be another racist generation 30 years from now. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't want people to forget that racism ever existed because then that will create racist in the future.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, I hardly ever talk about anything like that, but that's what I'm afraid will happen is people are going to try and sanitize history away and then pretend like it's going to go away. No, people will forget that anything bad happened, and eventually bad things will happen again. And that'll be fucking terrible.
And everybody's gonna be surprised.
And it's a never-ending cycle.
And Mr. Potato Head thing is just fucking sad. And the Lola Bunny thing is just fucking stupid. And the Pepe Le Pew thing, like, no one had a problem with it for 60 fucking years until now. So
I think Lola Bunny is like too little, too late. You guys should have done this the first time if you were going to do it.
That's
at all.
You fucking little snowflakes.
That's my problem.
Generation of furries. It's too late.
If you have if you want to be social, have social justice, fine, but pick your battles more appropriately. Don't make it so everything has to be a fucking a case of that. That's all. That's all.
Yep.
Make it make sense. Then you can have people like me behind your cause instead of being like reading the newspaper and being like, Mr. Potato Head is no longer Mr. Potato Head, and I'm supposed to be like, wow, that's intelligent. No, you lose me with shit like that. But all right.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. The next shitty game, well, the next shittiest game that I played this month would be, well, it's not really shitty, but it's not great either, is Ember.
Okay.
Ember.
We could, a few of us could talk about that, actually.
Yeah. All right.
Type your thoughts in the chat.
Yeah, exactly, Glav.
And Glav.
And Glav.
But exactly, Dan. That's the problem. That I don't see why there's a problem. But so this game is all right. I don't hate it at all. So let me clarify. I don't hate this game. I actually think it's rather fun. But for how long it's been in development, it seems like they're either lazy devs or don't know or didn't know what the hell they were gonna do with it once they got it out initially. Because a lot of the stuff that like we're seeing in this gameplay trailer right here, we either haven't made it to, or the stuff that I've played has been like extremely difficult to the point where you can't get through it. And like we've played a lot of it on easy. And even playing it on easy, it's like, all right, if you play it on the easiest difficulty, it's like, all right, yeah, I killed like 2 guys. The minute you turn it up to normal difficulty, everybody's dead.
Jesus Christ. And
everybody's dead before you even get to them. I'm taking a ladder, putting it on the 5th floor, and they're dead by the time I get to the 5th floor. That's the part, like, the difficulty spike is too fucking high. That's all. It makes it so you can't unlock a lot of content, so like you're just stuck in this proverbial grind through like the first 4 or 5 levels. That's what makes it less fun for me. Is it a bad game? No. It's fun to play with people. I mean, imagine if we unlocked a whole bunch of stuff, it'd be easier, but that'd be a lot of grinding just to get the money to do it. So I don't know what your guys' feelings on it. If you played it, you're more than welcome to give your thoughts. But mine would say like a 5 right now. It could change.
I think is it still in early access or is it technical release?
Yeah, it's still early access.
I think it's pretty great so far. Like it does have some perhaps balancing issues. The difficulty spike seems to kind of ramp up a little quick on certain levels, and if you're not like certain upgrades to your gear don't really seem that useful, or certain pieces of gear don't seem that useful. And so spending your resources on upgrading or purchasing those can make that difficulty curve seem a little more sharper than it probably needs to. So I do think they could maybe re-look at that and maybe do a little more rebalancing, perhaps. But I think it's got a great foundation, and it is extremely fun to just laugh with your friends as you try and
that part I will agree with 100%. We are on the same page when it comes to that. This is a game where you laugh and have fun with your friends. That is 100%. I couldn't play it solo.
I haven't even tried playing it solo. I should probably try playing it solo once just to see how different it is. But it is definitely worth playing with friends, especially if you like kind of those silly games where
It'd
you
have
really
much.
you really just can't take it seriously. Like
No.
you can run into a level that's challenging and kind of try and break everything down and get a game plan going, but you should really just probably play laughing and having fun the entire time.
Yeah, see, like if they balanced it out, it would be a much higher grade for me. I mean, I know I'm being a stickler, I guess, Ray. Like, I guess I'm being the hard ass one on the game.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, if the balancing was more fair, and you could do it with your friends instead of having to do the same level. I think what we tried one like 5 or 6 times in a row.
It was we had to retry it quite a few times, and I don't even think we finished it that night. That
N-
evening we
no,
finished.
we
I think
didn't.
we did it another evening
Exactly.
when we
So
came
like,
back to it.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have a big gripe with the game. I do feel like it's fun. You are correct. And playing with friends is more of a laugh fest than anything else. But I just feel like if they balance the difficulty to be more fair, at least with the burn times of people,
At least a smoother curve,
yeah.
because
Hmm.
I do expect things should get more challenging to you know at the further you get into the game, but you should also have access to more tools that are more useful or more obviously useful for certain specific purposes at that point.
All right. So what do you grade it at, Ray?
Well, since it's early access, you can't go above a 7, but I do think it deserves a 7 at this point because the gameplay is solid, the mechanics work, and it is fun to play with friends. They just need to work a little more on balancing the early game, I think, compared to I guess we haven't really gotten to late game, so we can't really
No.
speak on that.
Nope. Not really. All right.
I think, yeah.
Okay. So what do you got now, Ray? Now it's up to your turn by yourself.
Let's talk about Persona 5 Strikers.
Uh,
Thank you, Nat. I believe
okay.
it was, right?
Yes.
For our Secret Santa.
Our $60 game. Do 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 do.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I've not played Persona 5, and I hear that might be coming to Epic. So that's nice that they might be bringing Persona 5 to PC. But so far, I haven't felt like I needed to have played Persona 5. I think you might enjoy it more if you had already played Persona 5, but it seems perfectly fine jumping in here. And it is a different style of gameplay, because obviously Persona games are turn-based, and this is not. This is like an action RPG, like Dynasty Warriors, sort of, where you jump in and beat up enemies in an arena. But I think they've carried over so much Persona mechanics that it doesn't feel that different from my perspective. It just feels like Persona with a slightly different combat system.
Well, that's good though. I mean,
I think it's good. I'd love to hear someone who actually played Persona 5 speak on it, but I think they've done a great job.
hopefully someday
transitioning it to a
us
different-
people on PC will get a chance to play it. That's the thing, right? I hope to God we get a chance to actually play it.
Well, considering they brought Persona 4 Golden, I think they'll bring Persona 5 at some point. They kind of have to.
Oh yeah, Sega loves money, so you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, perfect opportunity.
I'm just wondering if they had some type of exclusivity deal with Sony about 5.
Well, didn't they have exclusivity deals with Sony about like Horizon and?
Well, Horizon is actually owned by Sony. Horizon's a Sony IP. Like the development studio behind Horizon's owned by Sony. Atlas isn't owned by. Atlas does the same thing that like Square Enix does, where they get exclusive release windows and shit like that. That's why some like Persona 4 Golden came to the Switch, I think, as well. And this game came to the Switch, I believe, right?
I believe so. But yeah, I must say the release has been a little rocky though, because there's been some bugs and perhaps poor work on the port. Like you can't actually play it in full screen right now, I believe, because it doesn't actually get through the initial loading. So I would not say this is something you want to jump on right now, but provided they can work out the port kinks, it's been fun so far. So I'd say it's definitely a good game and worth your time. Perhaps not on PC though.
Alrighty, what's your grade?
I will have to give it a 6, I think, because it is good, but currently
not great.
Not this price on PC.
But there's a cat. No.
But yes, there's a cat.
I thought that gave it an extra point. My bad.
That was the extra point.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, got it. All right, so Silver, you got any more, or are you done?
I'm done.
Okay, Mermit, you got any more? Or are you done?
Nope, I'm done. Sadly.
Okay, well, I only have a couple left, so it's not like you're.
I still have my review game, so I can talk about that.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, I actually don't have that many to talk about now. So next in order, I'm trying to figure out which one I like better. All right, we'll talk about Steven Universe.
Sounds fair.
I was thinking about playing that one, but...
Alright, we're going to talk about Steven Universe Unleash the Light, which is literally a mobile port. Put it out there right away. I know that people are going to be like, it looks like a mobile game. Well, it kind of is one, but when you buy it on Steam, guess what? There's no microtransactions. So,
woo!
And that's a huge plus.
Wait, you mean there's microtransactions on the mobile?
Yeah.
And it's also on the Switch.
Our spacefaring adventure continues.
I mean, yeah, you can play it on the Switch as well. But no, I really enjoyed the game for what it is. Fortunately, it's not a very long game. I beat it. I beat the whole thing. Because after I played it on stream... Yeah, Cookie Cat! Cookie Cat's amazing. Okay. The game got an extra point for me just for Cookie Cat. But no, I love the transformations in the game. I love the fact that it actually has the actual voice actors in the game. Especially for being a budget title, I didn't think it would have half of that, but it does. I want to go back and play all of them, though, because Unleash the Light is actually the third game in the series.
Huh.
Yes. Steven Universe is an amazing cartoon.
I have watched the entire thing from start to finish.
Now we just need a Gravity Falls game, and then I'll be fully in.
Oh my goodness, don't get me started.
Gravity Falls is the greatest cartoon of this generation period. Or regular show. Just putting it out there. Mordecai and Rigby is still my spirit animal. But no, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed like the turn-based strategic combat. It was a lot of fun. For $25, I would say it's worth it. But I like I said, I'm probably gonna go back and play the other two that came out before it. And if they're all of same value, time-wise, gameplay-wise, actual if everything's
Price-wise.
if everything's on point when it comes to that, and they're all the same type of quality, then I'll play the whole trilogy and be amazingly happy. Because the ending was actually really good, and it comes with a 7-minute cartoon to finish the game.
Oh wow.
Which is amazing to think of the production value they put into an episode of Steven Universe to actually get that at the end of the game was amazing. So yeah, I give this game a 7. Only because it's not amazing. The depth is not really there. So if you're going looking for a really deep strategic experience, you're not going to find it. But
no XCOM.
But yeah, this is no XCOM. But if you're looking for something lighthearted, fun, and you're a fan of Steven Universe or really good animation and cartoons with good plot, with good morals and stuff like that, I would say this is perfect. So yeah, 7 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, what's your next one? Let's bang these out.
All right, so my review game for the month was Battle Cruisers.
Battle cruisers?
Yep.
One word?
Mhm.
Mhm.
There it is. Okay.
So it's a relatively cheap little game, strategy game about how would you describe that? You basically build production on your ship and then use that to build defenses and offenses to take out enemy ships. There's a variety of different ship layouts that you can unlock as you play through the game, and all kinds of different modules you can attach. So it's a little strategy game. I would say it feels a lot like the kind of Flash games you would have played back when they were bigger. But it seems like it has pretty decent quality, and it also has some funny little references before levels as your, I guess, robot makes quips to the enemy robot. It wasn't very long, but again, it's priced pretty cheap. And I enjoyed it. It was kind of fun toying around with the enemies, and I was playing on the normal difficulty, but there was more harder difficulties I could try.
Well, that's amazing. So what do you think for a score? Because I mean, for $6, you can't really put your
For
expectations.
$6, it's not going to be a masterpiece, and it might not even waste much time, but it was a fun, cute little experience. So I think I could give it a solid 6 or 7.
All right, cool. All right, this is getting down to the nitty gritty for me because these three, I actually liked all three of them, so it's gonna be hard for me to choose. Well, the next one is Time Break Chronicles. All right, so this one is for, if you saw, I played it on one of my what do you call it, digging for gold streams, where I looked through a lot of the keys that I was given or by developers and a lot of stuff like that to see what games that are good and are bad that I'm given. This game, for somebody like me who's a fan of old school JRPGs, this is phenomenal. The problem is that the game is not very far in development. So it has about an hour and a half of actual playtime in it right now. So it's kind of a good thing I stopped when I did with the stream, because I almost made it to the end of the of the gameplay experience as it sits currently. But it's supposed to have, like, they have enough planned out to make it like a 30 or 35 hour game by the time it's done.
Oh, that's good.
So that's not a problem. They plan on releasing 145 characters for the game.
Yeah, beauty.
Take that as you will, good, bad, or indifferent. 145 characters is going to lead to a lot of different parties and configurations.
A lot of unique playthroughs.
Yes, it will. Especially since it runs on, you know, like a run standpoint. Because you're going on runs in a roguelike fashion with whatever party you build, and if you make it to the end, you go back to camp, you save, and you go again. But eventually there is an end to the game. But right now there's only like 5 runs you can do, which kind of eliminates, you know, the amount you can actually do right now. But from what it shows off and what you can actually do with it currently, they have a lot of fun with it, because there's wrestlers, there's ninjas, there's cyborgs, there's a whole bunch of different characters, like they're naming on the screen right now.
Firefighters.
Yeah, you could play as, my favorite so far I ran into in my playthrough is the Gumshoe. So it's a detective that just walks up to the guy with a pad and makes him scared, and he runs away. That is amazing.
That's hilarious.
The game is $15, so obviously I can't put my grading up too high. From what I've read, the game is going to be 20 when it's done, which is fair, because by the time it's done, which will probably be like winter of this year, you know, there's gonna be a lot of content, so it'd probably be worth $20. But at currently 15, if you want to try out the experience and well, I guess if you want to try an experience, that's what it would pretty much be right now. It's an experience. It's not a full game. It's an experience. But yeah, for what it is, I give it a 6. It could be way higher by the end. There's just not enough to play right now. But what's there is really awesome. And if you're a fan of me, like Final Fantasy VI, Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, old school JRPGs like that, then you're gonna really enjoy this. So keep an eye out for it. My idea would be to follow it. If you don't feel like purchasing it right away, follow it, see where it goes, and when it's done, if it's for you, pick it up, because it's an awesome game, even to where it stands right now.
Good foundation, lack of content.
Yes.
Early access. Cool.
Yes, in a nutshell.
Pretty much.
All right, so what you got?
No, I was done.
Oh, you're done? You're done? Okay.
Yep.
So now I'm down to the final 2. And, all right.
Who's it going to be?
All right, so the
Place
next...
your bets now, folks.
The next one is 30XX.
Ooh, something beat 30XX.
Yes.
I was wondering when you would mention that.
Well, I'm going from worst to best, so obviously it's going to be a while. No, this game's fucking amazing. For any fan of Mega Man X, Mega Man 0, you know, anything like that, this is amazing. You can build your own levels in the game, create your own bosses, and it just came out in early access. I mean, just came out, and it's already polished, fun, works fast, works great, incredibly hard, will make you want to tear your fucking hair out. Just the way you want it.
Everything you want out of a Mega Man game, right?
Yeah, but this game...
Jump, slide.
This game is fucking great, though. I mean, the foundation here is phenomenal. And if you're a fan of the older Mega Man games, check out 20XX, because do yourself a favor with that one as well. Because that's based more on the original Mega Man games. So... This is for somebody who likes all that encompasses Mega Man. These games, 20XX and 30XX, are like the greatest thing I'm going to find until Capcom finally puts out another Mega Man game. 2022 probably, but
here's hoping.
For now, this is all I really got.
They've got some good inspiration here if they need more inspiration for the next Mega Man.
I know, and these things sell so good. And this is made by one guy.
Both still crazy.
But both this game and the other game were made by one guy. Yeah, and he busted his ass, but he sold a lot of copies of 20XX, so I guess it makes sense to make the sequel.
Damn impressive.
But, alright, and we're going to end it with my top game of the month. The game I actually had the most fun playing.
Drum roll, please.
Most fun playing by far, even though it was a giant surprise to me. Roboquest!
Oh yeah, shit.
Oh.
Because me, you, and Razor played that game. Duh.
This game is a roguelike first-person shooter.
You know me, I'm a fan of roguelites as well.
No, this is like the perfect mix of like Borderlands, Doom,
or co-op.
and the music's banging. The weapons are awesome. And it's not like this isn't even a game where you have to stream. Just play it and have fucking fun. You know?
Totally.
Taka.
I love that part of the trailer.
Sick.
I love the whole comic book sound effect. Aesthetic to it. Yeah, I love that.
Big one. Rampage.
So if you're looking for a fucking adrenaline rush, and you got anybody to play with, yeah, get Roboquest. It's fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it is early access, so I can't rate it higher, but it's a definite 7. Definite 7.
The last one was a 6, and this one's better. Logically, it should be a 7.
Oh, I gotta read this real quick. No, it's saying where we're going with the game.
Ah,
Oh yeah, I had a look at that earlier.
Oh, cool. So it's gonna be out in April. Yay! Another
Oh, wow.
update.
Oh really?
And we
Yeah.
could talk about it again next month.
Yay!
Eee.
Dude, I'll play it. I'll play this game with anybody anytime they want. What's up,
lots
Jess?
of fun stuff coming up.
All right. So now we're going to talk about our lovely topic of the month. We're not going to take a whole bunch of time with it this month because this is something that I think everybody fucking knows about at this point.
Yeah, yeah. There isn't really too much you can add to it, to be honest.
Okay, but we are going to discuss it in a little different tense. Okay.
Naughty,
Now
naughty
it's
soul.
official. It's
So-
official. It's legally official now.
So Microsoft confirms it now. Okay, it actually owns Bethesda now, right?
Yeah,
Today,
that-
officially, Microsoft owns Bethesda. It's confirmed, official, all done. And
Pictures
there's
have been signed. I'm sure.
and
Yeah.
the biggest the thing I find most hypocritical about this, right, is Microsoft goes out and spends $7.5 billion to buy Bethesda. And every fucking PlayStation gamer can talk about is the fact that they shouldn't make Bethesda titles exclusive. They shouldn't. Why should they do that?
It wouldn't be right, you know?
Yeah, it wouldn't be right, but every Sony fucking fanboy sits there and says, "Oh, well, the only reason I buy a Sony is because they have exclusives."
To that, I'd say, well, tell Santa Monica not to make exclusives either, then fuckers.
Yeah, release God of War on every system, and that's fine.
See?
Yeah.
We'll give
Give Spider-Man back to the community.
those people
Yes.
are idiots.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Those even the news sites are going into this shit. Confirmed some of new Bethesda titles will be exclusive.
Some, not
Like
all.
they're pushing to make sure that everything's multi-plat. Why? Why would Microsoft spend almost $8 billion to be like, everybody can have it. It's fine. We don't need an advantage. Fuck it.
To be fair, though, Microsoft has been much more open to releasing things on the Xbox and on PC.
Oh,
Because they know
they
that
do that with
PC players
everything
will
now.
Eat it up.
Right. So while we say exclusive, that's exclusive to their console
Their ecosystem.
and can be on PC.
Yeah, it's
Whether that's through Game Pass or Microsoft Store.
it's
whatever.
exclusive to their ecosystem. That's the way they put it, right? Because
Boo-hoo.
technically they own Windows, so I mean you're still playing
All
on
of
a
these
Microsoft.
Sony fanboys probably have a Windows machine anyway.
Yeah.
So they can shut up.
But that's
So
my
you
point,
can play
right?
it on PC and join the master race.
Yeah, news sites are
Yeah.
going to set the business of making you mad. They don't even really make me mad. They just make me go like, why would anybody argue about this? That'd be like saying, "Oh, God of War needs to be on every console. It can't be on just PlayStation. That's not fair."
It's so juvenile. It fucking is juvenile.
Everything about the console wars is juvenile. Even PC Master Race bullshit is fucking bullshit. I don't even care. I like playing video games. If it's available on PC, great. If it's not, I'm not going to cry.
Yeah, just give me a fucking good game.
I'm just gonna wait.
That's it.
Yeah, like with Horizon Zero Dawn. Like I've always wanted to play the game, but I was never like I'm gonna go out and buy a Sony console to go play it.
Right.
And then when it came to PC, I was like, fuck yeah! But that's all.
We are inevitable.
Like I'm sorry, there is nothing.
It will get ported eventually.
We are.
I'm sorry. There is nothing coming out besides Halo Infinite, which is already confirmed for PC.
Yep.
There is nothing coming out on PS5 or Xbox Series X this year that I give enough of a fuck about to go out and buy one.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, there's the Ratchet and Clank, what Rift Apart game.
Still, there's nothing I give. It's not going to make me go out and buy a PS5.
No, because I'm not fucking willing to spend $1,000 goddamn dollars. So fuck you, scalpers. There you go.
Yeah.
Just
Like-
throw that in.
Like
I mean, the real question is when you find that one game that is worth, like, oh man, that one game I really want to play, even if I have to buy a console for, is it actually worth the price of the console to play that game?
Okay, here you want a perfect example? I got one locally, right? My neighbor, right? We live in housing that is subsidized based on your income. right?
Mhm.
So nobody here is rich.
Right.
But she went out and spent $1,100 to get her son a PS5.
That dumb
Oh
idiot.
boy.
Okay,
Dumb idiot.
so
Dumb idiot.
gets her son a PS5.
Uh-huh.
You know what her son plays on that PS5?
Fortnite.
Yes. And that's it.
Called it.
Wow. Talk about a
And they
kick.
already owned a PS4 that they proceeded to play Fortnite on.
I was gonna say, did you play Fortnite on both of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about a kick in the nads. What a waste of fucking money. You
So,
dumb idiot.
You
Well,
bought it.
hey, when Ratchet and Clank comes out, they could spend $70 to $80 to play that too,
Well, you spent $1,100
Mm.
for a Fortnite machine.
and no battle pass. Wait,
Dude, you could play Fortnite on like a $200 laptop.
right?
Even with something like a Vega series, like internal GPU, you could
I
play
was
it.
gonna say, for that much money, you could build a top-of-the-line computer right now that would run Fortnite on max settings,
Yeah,
as well as be ready for the next
Now,
year of games.
I don't mind the exclusivity seeing as I have a PC. Well, that's fair, Umi.
Right?
But see, the thing is, you don't mind because Clank is coming to PC though. No, Clank isn't. That's Crash Bandicoot 4 is coming
Yeah.
to PC through BattleNet in the fall.
Yuck.
Now I'm excited for that because I love Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, but I don't even play fucking Diablo 3 anymore.
No, it's fine, Mario. It's like we're here because the only reason I have a podcast is because I like to share knowledge of gaming with people.
Yep.
It isn't for me to sit up on my high horse and be like, "Ha, you do not know, peasants." I don't feel that way at all.
I do not know peasants.
No, but he does bring up a good point. There's so many games now that are coming out on PC. It feels like the restrictions of console exclusivity without a PC port or anything has lessened drastically within like the last year or so.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna turn this a little bit because the topic we were on, like about Bethesda, that's just like a point of contention to talk about things, right?
So it's the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. So like, okay, let's put it into this, right? Every month, me and the guys here, we go through Steam, just Steam, and go through and find games that we're looking forward to over the next month to discuss with you guys. You know, even if it's one thing that you guys go, wow, I should probably follow that or add it to my wish list or something, it's worth it, right? That's the way I look at it, and that's the way we do it as a podcast. For me, there is so many games that come out on Steam every month. It's just in the upcoming list.
It's ridiculous.
That to make a list like
Mm.
this takes me over 2 hours of rummaging through games on Steam.
Yep.
Yep.
We've seen some very interesting quote unquote games.
We've seen some crap.
And there's even still stuff I
seen some
miss.
shit.
I mean, I'm not even counting Epic. Like this month, I've got one game on my list that's coming out on Epic. But we don't even usually talk about Epic at all. Because Epic
They
doesn't
haven't
have
really been-
Epic doesn't have a lot of releases, but like when they have something really big like they do this month, I bring it up.
I was gonna say Epic's trying to curate their library a little more than Steam is, right?
Well,
So
they do it a lot more, yeah.
I should hope so.
Well, Mermich, Nintendo makes hybrid consoles now.
Now,
Well, no, it's a smart idea though.
that is an extremely smart idea.
Yeah, I mean, like you take what was the most popular consoles they ever made?
The
Nintendo
DS,
probably
Game
the
Boy.
NES and
The
the GameCube.
64 and the GameCube.
And the Wii.
I would argue the Wii as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah, that's fair.
take the movement controls of the Wii, and you take the handheld part of a 3DS, and you put them in together, and what do you got?
The Switch.
There you go. Take the two best-selling things they have, and that's what you got.
Something that clicks.
Oh yeah, and I'll get to that,
And it
Mario.
works
Don't worry.
really well.
All right, so we're gonna talk about the games that are upcoming for the next month. So Mario, lock in because you're ready. We have
Buckle your seatbelts, boys and girls. We're in for a long ride.
I added 2 more while you were talking.
Yeah, so we talk about all the Steam games and everything that are coming up in the next month that we're interested in it. We tell you why we're interested in them, and then you can look on your Steam, look at what we're offering, and if you see something you like along the way, add it, follow it, wish list it, do whatever. That way you can check it out when it comes out.
And stay tuned because we will be reviewing one of our own games, a game of our own choosing.
Yeah, and we usually tell while we're doing it which game we're going to be reviewing.
Oh boy!
Because hopefully we can tell which one we're going to be able to.
Like
review.
mine's easy because I already know which one I'm reviewing.
I better make up my fucking mind then.
All right, who wants to go first? I volunteer Murmich.
I volunteer you because you have the most.
Okay.
Yeah,
he has a point.
Okay, well we're gonna start with the obvious one that just came out today, Forza Horizon. Because I am a huge fan of this series. I think it's the best racing game of all time. No lie, I find it there to be no greater racing game to ever came out. It is beautiful. It works great. It works great with steering wheels. It works. The world is fucking huge. You can do whatever you want. You can fuck around. You can play with friends. You can change seasons. It's amazing.
Sounds good.
And the amount of events that are on the map, depending on the season, there's Lego events you can do just randomly. There's battle royale events you can do in a racing sense. It's fucking. Play it on Game Pass, Mario. Mario, it's free on Game Pass. That's how I play it.
If you have the Game Pass, that is.
Yeah.
If not, well, as the Game Pass user myself, I would recommend it.
And you know what I say about this game as well? If you have it on Game Pass, you can play with your friends on Steam because they have to log into an Xbox Live account to play this game on Steam anyway.
Crossplay.
Yeah, so it has crossplay enabled. I don't like subbing the stuff, neither do I for the most part. But because I have an Xbox downstairs, I use Xbox Game Pass Ultimate so I can have PC games on my PC, and my kids can have games on their
the Xbox window.
Yeah, pretty much. But they can have their games on their Xbox, and it covers Xbox Live Gold.
To be fair, the Game Pass is only really for someone that wants to play a lot of games and doesn't have a lot of money to buy all those games.
True.
Exactly.
That's what I'd consider the Game Pass for, which is basically perfect for someone like me and my father. So there you go.
And I end up running into a lot of like games I never knew existed, but really end up liking through the PC Game Pass. Like Star Renegades, which is my number 2 game of last year. I found on Game Pass randomly. Yeah, so.
And I tried Children of Mortar, really fun game. Played that with my father a couple of times.
Yeah, like I'm gonna play Dirt 5 tomorrow since I got time to play some games during today. Dirt 5's on PC Game Pass as well now. All right,
Nice.
Who's next?
Well, I think you already voted Murmich, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
Ranch Simulator.
Okay. I have seen lots of gameplay of this actually.
Yeah, it
So
came
it's
out
about
a
eating
little bit
salad?
ago.
Farm, hunt and trade. Ranch
Oh.
Simulator.
Yeah, you
Begin
don't like
your
And it
journey
is
of
multiplayer,
adventure,
so-
rebuilding your dilapidated homestead as you try to turn it into a successful ranch. Work together with up to 3 friends. Raise and breed livestock, milk cows, and then sell produce to keep the finances flowing. The remote valley you call home may be picturesque.
I'm more
but it's
interested
also
in the
teeming with
vehicles.
Wildlife and dangers. Head out into
So
the
basically,
wilderness
I'm gonna
and
forgo
stalk
building
deer,
an actual ranch and just
hunt
get a
bears,
couple of
hunt
tractors
wolves.
and then drive all over the place.
Ranch
Yep.
Simulator.
Ooh,
Life
and
is
you can
better
hunt
on
What
too.
am I for?
Interesting.
Yep.
Oh, it's a hybrid, huh?
So it's
Well, it's a little deceptive when it says Ranch Simulator.
Well,
That-
it's everything to do with a ranch, except salad.
Valheim / Duck Dynasty. Got it.
But
No.
not this shit, Duck Dynasty game.
But no, I've actually seen quite a bit of gameplay of this game. This game actually has a lot to it. So, if you like these type of games where you can build and run transactions and have basically a live running world, it's pretty cool. All right, next. That'll be
Don't
you,
all
Silver.
slip up at once.
I'll call people out. I'll be the teacher.
Okay. Clear 2.
How do you spell it?
CLEA.
Okay. Clea 2, huh? There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw this. Yep.
Yeah, I do have the first game. I haven't played too much of it, but you know me. I'm a fan of horror games, regardless of
Jump scare free.
horror games. Yes. Unless you're a pansy and don't like being chased, which I don't, to be honest with you. I don't like being chased, but hey. After all, I did play through Amnesia and one, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this game. I want to see where it goes. The story of the first game is interesting, but yes, we shall see how the whole supernatural cult throws itself into this one.
That looks interesting.
It seems actually like combat as well, unlike the first game.
All right, so then it's Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Let's look at Faraway Director's Cut,
Ooh.
which came out 4 days ago. It's all one word.
Oh, okay.
Faraway.
Yeah, wrong game.
It's all right. Looks like a Ray game. This looks like a Ray game too, though.
Right. Puzzles, adventure.
Yep.
Looks like Journey.
Right? I was getting Journey vibes from the aesthetics, but puzzle like
Jesus, talk about delayed, man.
what's that other? Yeah, I know, right? I saw that and I was like, oh, yeah, Witness. Kind of puzzles is what it looked like.
That's cool though. Yeah, it definitely has some The Witness vibes on it, especially like the wall puzzles and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Back to you, Tim.
All right.
Alright.
Marshmallow.
Yes.
I believe you said you're playing this later this week, right?
I'm playing this tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, you said you were going to mention this.
Oh my goodness.
Reminds me of like a a non-turn-based Worms.
Kind of.
They look the character models.
They are literally fucking marshmallows.
Yes.
With angry faces.
Warshmallows.
War and marshmallows. What do you get? Marshmallows.
Ah, yes. We're
Yes,
going
yes.
to- Wow.
I will be playing this game tomorrow. I've had it installed for like 4 fucking days waiting for it to come out. Because it technically isn't out till tomorrow. See, the game doesn't come out for 4 hours, but I've had it sitting here in my Steam library for, about a week.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh.
You also need to sort out your Steam library, Tim. Come on. I've done it.
What? Listen, there's only 1,591 titles there. It's fine.
Fix it. Fix it. It looks fucking atrocious.
It's-
Fucking fix it.
It's fine. It's fine. See, there's a couple.
What do you mean by fix it?
Make categories like I have.
Okay.
At least.
You make categories?
Thank you for the host of Hidden.
You don't?
I have to. If I don't, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, guys. I would have to sit in the silver camp this time. Like, how do you?
All right, Murmich.
Cosmo Dread.
What is it?
Cosmo Dread.
Hey, that's what
Yes.
I meant, bitch.
Yes. No, Jess. CDO. Put it in alphabetical order,
Too
please.
bad.
CDO.
You
Yes,
you
Cosmo
found
Dread.
2 more. You get to steal this one.
Well, no, this is actually one I found as well. I doubt you're gonna play this though. You don't like horror.
I doubt it. I was picking it out mainly because I thought it looked interesting for you.
Yeah, and I found it too. So there you go. Yes, I definitely will probably play it. Even though
I
horror
love how
Definitely-
I love how
definitely
he
will probably.
yeah I love how he never commits to anything. He's like, I will totally maybe sort
Oh
of.
shit! From the creators of Dreadhalls? I did not know that.
Yep.
I did not know that. Okay,
And
now
this
I'm-
looks pretty
okay.
terrifying,
So long as I
except for
can
the fact
defend
that it gives you a
myself.
shotgun.
So long as I can defend myself, I'm okay.
You get a
VR horror.
shotgun.
Because VR without guns, oh, VR horror without guns, oh god, that's
Well,
terrifying.
you can have a sword and still make it cool in VR.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, this
Uh,
the whole permadeath thing has me a little bit worried.
yeah, okay, I will definitely try it, definitely.
Oh, cool. Is this his review game? All right, got it. Write it down now.
Mind you, I do have another technically it is technically considered a horror game because it involves zombies, but whatever. It's a shame it's a wave shooter, but it's still fun. It's Zomday. I've played a couple of hours of it, and yes, it's a VR game.
All
It's
right.
fun.
See, these guys have to review the VR because I don't have one yet. All right, you're up, Silver.
Death by Frostbite. And the bite is B-Y-T-E, not B-I-T-E. There you go.
All right.
Although this looks like a game that Ray would be more interested in because he likes Factorio a lot. But hey, why not? I rather enjoy base building games. So this definitely piqued my interest. It actually reminds me of that. Was it Frostfall or was it something else? There's
What?
that strategy game that was basically where you had to keep your civilization hot or warm at
Oh
least.
yeah, the
Frostpunk.
Frostpunk.
That's it, Frostpunk. Thank you. Not
You-
Frostfall. That's a goddamn mod.
Yeah,
Oops.
that's okay. Mistakes will be made.
Indeed. There's quite a few games that I know about with Frost in their title, so hey.
This is called Death by Frostbite, Mario. It's basically a resource management slash city builder game.
Yep.
All right. So Ray, you are next.
All right, let's take a look at. I mentioned earlier, Everhood looks worth talking about at the very least. I don't know if any of us are interested in it, but it looks good.
Are you ready to dance? I don't know. I'd probably love playing it, honestly, but I'd probably go insane playing it as well.
Oh, I'd probably suck at this game. But it looks neat, well done, and fun. And I mean, considering how much focus there is on music, the soundtrack's gotta be good.
Yeah.
The art gives me big Undertale vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, with like a little bit of Shovel Knight mixed in.
Yeah, it's giving me major Undertale vibes.
Why does this look good, and why do I want to play it?
See? That's what I'm saying.
Full
It's like,
controller support.
this isn't my kind of game. However, it must be mentioned. Because it looks good.
Must purchase.
Wow, not even going to the wish list, just straight to purchase, straight
Nope,
to cart.
it's going in the cart. I'll buy it afterwards.
Smart.
I'm not even
Oh,
kidding.
wow.
I'll play it tomorrow after work, Mel.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a new achievement for the stream, is the straight to cart games.
Yeah, if listen,
There's the
that's
wish list games and there's straight to cart.
listen, that's never happened.
That is the first.
This is the first time I've ever just went straight to cart.
If you were here, you have experienced the first straight to cart. in podcast history.
Jessica says Jesus Christ stopped making him spend money.
Yeah.
Considering
Profits on himself.
how much I spent on your birthday, dear, I don't want to hear it.
Ooh.
All right. Okay, this is one I think Murmich might like.
Oh.
Maybe.
All right, Cyanide and Happiness Freak Apocalypse.
Yes.
Yes. The one that has been saying, "Oh, it's coming out, guys. It's coming out. Don't worry about it. It's coming."
Trying to fit in.
And this is supposed to finally
I
come
guess
out
I've
in
always
over a
wanted to
day.
help people with their
Let's
troubles and
find out if
problems.
that's true.
You know, kind of like a superhero.
Look, there he is.
He's using ingenuity. But Coop's world is about to get flipped upside down.
Hello?
A new adventure game.
Oh my, what the fuck? Did he just put a dead body in his backpack?
Yes.
Sign and happiness, gotta love it, right?
So this is what, like, basically South Park Stick of Truth, but from a different...
Okay,
Where are
you know what?
going?
I probably might get that.
Please don't interact.
If you put it in that way, Ray,
It's alright.
it does really,
I
it
cry
does
when I
look
poop,
appealing to
too.
me.
It has action.
And it's made
I
by
guess it
Explosion,
looks
so-
more point and click than RPG. Stick of Truth was RPG, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was point and click as well. But you didn't have to use the mouse to move if you didn't want to. So I played the game with mouse and keyboard, actually, both games. I didn't use controller, even though usually it's a little easier with controller. But I.
Oh
decided-
my god. This is the greatest trailer ever.
Ugh.
So this is the sequel to Card Apocalypse, huh?
It's Ted Bear.
I'm sorry. Here, let me help.
Don't try to help. Cyanide and happiness. Freak apocalypse.
Cyanide and Happiness do some amazing, freaking, horrible-looking
Comics.
But there you go. Yeah. Prepare your wallets. Kim Murphy with a ball gag in his mouth. Oh, okay.
Word.
All right. So we're back to Murmich.
All right. It's gonna be. Let's see which one. We'll do male mole.
Is that a gender or is that a occupation?
This game isn't free to play. It can't be the right one. No, sorry. It's a 3D platformer, huh?
Yep. It looked too wacky not to mention.
That does look good.
I love the beaver.
Yeah.
I have the stream muted. Does it have the Canadian accent?
No, it's got a funky music playing.
No, the beaver. The beaver didn't have a Canadian accent, did it?
None of the characters really talk.
Oh, well, fine then.
All right. So, next on the docket, we have what? Silva. Mr. Trigger.
Mundawn. Mundaun. I mean, I suppose it's pronounced Mundawn.
There it is.
It's such a weird spelling.
It's not quite mundane, but
I really like the aesthetic that it's hand drawn, but it's in like a sepia style. I really love that. I'm a huge fan of games that are made with like hand drawn graphics in quotations. But yeah, art. There you go, hand drawn art. But you know, have like a 3D aspect to it.
It looks
Like Bendy in the Ink Machine is a great example, especially if you like.
That is a
like,
very, very good game.
it does seem a lot like that style, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much why I thought, hey, why not? I really like the color of it, so probably play that too. And hey, yet again, I'm a huge horror fan, so it just goes hand in hand. especially with the aesthetic.
Definitely.
Sorry, I hardly ever send messages during stream, but I kind of had to. All right.
Yes. Jesus Christ, stop making him spend money. Well, that's not our fault.
That I was gonna say, isn't that part of the experience? I'm supposed to make you guys want to spend money too.
All right, Ray.
Yep.
Right, let's take a look at Altered, because this month seems to be a puzzle binge, so we're gonna just go all the way.
All the way.
What is it?
All the way.
ALTARD?
ERED.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Altered.
Altered.
Intriguing.
Huh.
Yeah,
We have officially entered Puzzle Month.
this is puzzle month for me. I don't think anything on my list that is not a puzzle game in some way.
There was a lot of puzzle games,
Oh, there's a lot of puzzle games.
and Ray is the puzzle guy.
It's Ray the Puzzle Guy.
Ray.
Yeah, see, he got it. You right.
You right?
This is all Barbara's fault.
Pretty much. Alright. But that does look rather interesting, though. Watch.
Yeah.
Ray will
I don't know.
Ray will end up playing it. He'll tell us about it later.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be it. There's a few other good ones down the line that I'm more confident that I'm gonna play. So.
Alright, this is one that was on Epic. It was Epic exclusive, and now it's on Steam, so I'm bringing it up again. I played it on stream. Bloodroots.
You did. I remember this. You've had a lot of fun with this.
Yes, I did. You can hit people with pumpkins.
Yeah, I was about to say this is the one where you smash someone with a pumpkin.
Basically, Mr. Shifty if you were a crazy wolf man.
Yeah.
Or maybe even more like, oh, what is it? Hotline Miami?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just kind of like you get into a level and then try and find out how to kill everybody on the level as fast and safely as possible without dying yourself.
Oh yeah, didn't I mention that before the podcast? Oh yeah.
But yes, I do like that game quite a bit.
Yeah,
alright.
it's a little like Hotline Miami.
Alright, anyone else got some more? We need
Yes.
more.
I'll have 4.
Okay.
I still got a few more.
Alright.
Yeah, so do I.
And this is going to be my review game, Z-Race.
Is it the race? Is it the race of the race?
Oh boy, that it's basically
Oh.
Wipeout VR.
Oh boy.
Well, basically, the controls, as far as I have learned, is you drive with your hand.
So based on the position of your controllers.
Yep.
Okay,
So if
finally.
you want to
And the
turn, you like
rotation.
lean and turn your controllers.
Finally, a VR game that actually utilizes the whole motion control thing. But
And if you hit any of the little red blockades or the walls, it slows you down. So basically, your goal is go through every single boost without failing, while navigating through crazy, fast tunnels.
that's gonna take some practice.
Oh yeah. There's already quite a few people who have been playing it.
Well, that's cool. Enjoy. Try not to give yourself whiplash.
Wait,
I feel like
Yeah.
this would be a little more intuitive though if you're using like your hand motions to drive.
All right. Next
isn't that-
up.
it's basically what.
So it shows right there.
Silver.
Oh yeah. 1 million fatal guns, or OMFG.
Ah, yes.
There you go. In 4 hours.
Ah, DigiPen can never hate something coming out of DigiPen.
That looks
Some of those weapon names.
wild.
Hey, I love shooters. Especially game shooters that go outside the box. Unlike Call of Duty.
Wait, it goes outside the box. It has zombies.
That's so fucking generic, though. Recoiling minigun, oh my word.
So you can literally fire yourself into the ceiling.
I love that. It's gonna
That's
remind
funny.
me of another shooter that I played with the gun not this time. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to playing this. Editorial and fires fucking words.
Fun.
That's great, that's great.
That was. It came.
I can't wait for it.
I was gonna say the release date says it came out in January.
Look
I know.
again.
Comes out in 4 hours. I got it.
I saw that myself and I was like, wait a minute, what?
So soon. Blimey.
Awesome.
Crikey.
What's next?
Sapper, defuse the bomb simulator. What more can I say?
I want to see Mermich play this game and blow himself up over and over again.
Oh no.
It basically reminds me of what's it called?
Or keep talking and nobody explodes.
Yeah.
But this is
single player, and you actually walk around and explore and find the bombs.
Oh, and you actually have to just, take the bombs apart.
Yeah. Or take apart objects to get to the bombs, because they might be hidden in objects.
That's definitely more involved.
Yeah, I would say.
I think some of the puzzles or the bombs diffusing might be a little easier, but
yeah.
At the same time,
if you do get this game, right, like, you definitely need to show it off and
give you guys a little preview on Discord. Sure, I could do that.
Yep.
Thank you for the translation, Bert.
That's Google Translate.
Yes.
Was forged in blood.
Glad I found one for you, bud. This one's called Space Dynasties.
Star.
Oh yeah,
I mean Star Dynasty. Sorry.
Yep.
Sounds like it already.
Infamous.
Now, I did see this, but I guess it just flew past my head.
And they look to me to
Already on, my friend.
Aha!
I will not be a tyrant like my ancestors. I will use
But of
honeyed
course.
words and forge
I think this looks really nice, though. Actually.
I will marry my useless drunk of a brother off to the right house. My vassals will find me an honorable ruler.
Only because
So
they
long
talk
as
about
they
this game the same way Glab talks about
And
Stellaris.
if they don't, well, Mother
I will be a
Overlord,
tyrant and bang my cousin. See?
I'll organize a lavish feast.
He's
for
already
my
from the
lords.
south. He's halfway there.
Then I'll seduce their heirs.
Space Kansas, go!
Perhaps I'll whisper some secrets to my new admirer.
Space Kansas.
Powerful.
I did not know that the original name of this game was Clinton Simulator.
Why kill you? This is my dice.
Somebody get some ice.
Get yourself down to Mississippi. Don't forget about
No,
Bethesda.
No, but you know what? As somebody who's not very good at these games, Glabs, this game is good enough. It looks good enough where I'm like, I'm gonna see where it goes. I'm gonna see what it's like when it comes out.
Wish list it.
Sure.
narrative strategy.
Sure.
Because
My
you know,
turn.
yes,
You have my interest as well.
So,
Let's
the
win.
new laid back camp game.
okay.
Yes.
So just laid back camp.
Eraser posted this earlier in the week.
There's-
Oh boy.
So, this is based off of an anime that,
Is one of Merge's favorite.
yes, So
Okay.
this is for any anime fans who love this type of thing. Personally, I'm probably not going to get it, but it looks really, really nice.
Can't we just get one of these with all the characters from Genshin?
Yeah, talk to Mihoyo about that. I'm sure they would be very interested in knowing how much you'd be
Let's
willing
see.
to pay for that.
But they would totally do it if they knew.
Genshin Impact in VR. I'd play that. It'd be
I'm sure
fucking
you would.
terrifying. You'd be fighting Storm Terror,
Everybody's only cares about Barbara.
but I'd fucking play that. Oh man, imagine if you could start rapid fire a gun use charge shot. Holy shit.
That's great though.
The further you pull back the
No,
arrow,
but you know what? If you're a fan of the anime, that looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, right? It's a VR experience with characters you like. I wish they had like, hey man, if they had like Kill la Kill, something like that, or One Punch Man, or Doctor Stone, or Shield Hero, or anything with the characters from that doing that, I'd be all over.
So is Late Back Camp an actual anime, or is
Yes.
The anime is called Eurocamp.
okay. I've never heard of it, so.
Okay, next on the docket. Come on.
It's had quite a few seasons. I don't think it usually
It's
makes
on its
big
second
headlines,
season
but
right
it
now.
is
Who's next after Mimich?
you.
You.
Pascal's Wager.
What?
Say that again?
Pascal's Wager.
Wager?
Pascal's Wager.
Oh yeah, Pascal.
Fine, Pascal, whatever. My accent, Pascal, whatever. Shut up.
Penis Wager. Got it. All right.
Sure. You're the one that said it, so
I
you
was
get
gonna say,
it.
remember, so you're gonna say it in a way that Tim can spell it.
He said penis.
Before, I'm not sure if you know this, Tim, but this was originally a mobile game. Keep that in mind.
It looked like one.
Yeah. But
I was kind of interested why I've never heard about the game and it's getting a definitive edition.
yeah, I just heard about it like a week or two ago. Believe it or not. Like a YouTube channel I watch that's about Resident Evil and stuff basically mentioned it, and I was like, oh, okay. Cool, I guess. Well, at least it's quality. So,
Just because it was a mobile game doesn't mean it's terrible.
exactly.
I mean, technically, Genshin's a mobile game.
And that's not a piece of shit.
Genshin is absolutely a mobile game. If anything, it usually means their controls are simplified. Which
Yeah.
isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not going to play this mouse and keyboard. If I do get it, that is.
He's gonna get it.
We'll see. We shall see.
The world itself seems very interesting in the game, so
And it's a Souls-like, keep that in mind as well.
that means Silver's gonna buy it and then swear at it for like a week or two.
I'm already cursing at fucking
Niho, yeah, I was gonna say. He likes to torture himself.
Okay, I will say though that I've not gotten as angry in Neo 2 that I have in Dark Souls. I will say that it's a little bit fairer. I mean, you move much faster than you would in Dark Souls, and wearing armor doesn't really slow you down. It just causes your chi to recharge slower.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but
So,
this
yeah,
is
Starts to balance.
you know what I would say about this game? This game seems to be like the wild card this month.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know if it's actually gonna be any good, but
It's a mobile game, but it's getting a PC release. But it depends on the price. If you're more than 30 quid, slash $35, no. Maybe. I mean, it depends on how much of a difference there is between the mobile and PC.
well, if there's
The
not
higher
much
the price,
difference,
the harder it'll be to sell. So
Well,
I
it
guess we
is.
shall see.
It's a premium game, so yeah.
well, who knows?
It's not free to play at all. You have to buy it on mobile to play it.
Well, I think that's a good thing because that generally means there's not going to be any microtransactions or pay-to-win mechanics.
It's just cosmetic shit. That's it.
All right, Ray, you're up.
All right, let's look at Gravia then, because this looks interesting. And again, puzzles and makes me think of Portal. Just
Oh, that
not,
definitely makes me think of Portal.
not with portals.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Tremendous gravitational force
With gravity.
and destroy many objects on contact.
Okay, that looks cool. Need to clean up your storage space? Black hole.
Cool. Easiest way to do it. Guarantee you there will be nothing on the floor. What floor? Exactly.
There is no floor.
Knock, knock. Who's there? The floor.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Wouldn't it be tap tap? Who's there?
Oh, is there a demo available right now?
The
Oh, there
floor.
is. Okay, there's a
So
demo.
there is, yes.
Indeed, nicely done. This one's kind of like under
So
the.
say early access March 2021. So
It fits.
generally when they have that, it might not make the date that it says it will, but we'll see. I'm not holding out hope for that one, but it looks good.
All right, so this one is kind of like my under the radar game for the month because I don't know why it's so under the radar, but
Origami.
Is that actually this month?
it said earlier it was, and now it's saying
Q-
quarter
Q1
3.
2021.
All
Yeah.
right.
See, I would have put that on my list, but it's
All right,
quarter-
hold on,
quarter
hold
21.
on.
It got delayed, sadly.
Oh, okay.
Like shadows.
I'm
Alright.
right there with you, Tim, but yeah,
I
unfortunately.
understand. More development time. I'm totally down with that. Oh, Mr. Proper.
Missed
Okay.
Prepper.
Oh boy.
Yeah, if you ever wanted to be a prepper but don't have the money to actually do it,
Money or know-how.
yeah. Did you like Fallout Shelter but not really a fan of Fallout?
Mr. Prepper.
You can try the demo right now.
I think it actually.
Except the
I-
guy's playthrough.
Listen, I love the name of the developer.
Rejected games.
Yeah, Rejected Games.
Fighting bats and rats.
With a bat.
Plus, I'm also very interested to see how this ends.
Okay, what's the end game here?
That.
A nuke.
So you basically have to build your
Build a bomb shelter under your house
yep
and become self-sustainable
before
you know, nuclear warfare starts.
Yep.
before the world gets knocked. I mean nuked.
There you
All
go.
What's
right.
the difference?
All right. Next.
Raspberry mash.
What?
And I hope you know how to properly spell raspberry.
I do.
Raspberry.
Yeah.
Unlike in some places where it's
This
ras.
game looked really interesting.
What are you, Pokemon?
Nope.
Raspberry Mash, huh? What an interesting name. And it's a roguelike.
Indeed.
You have my
Roguelike that seems to focus on melee? Question mark?
interesting. Oh, no,
Which is
There are
very
guns.
No, there are guns.
yeah. This
It's powerful though, so maybe
this reminds me of
Into the Gungeon.
Dungeon. Yes.
A little bit, but looks a little bit more forgiving than Enter the Gungeon.
It
Yeah,
also
especially with melee weapons.
it's like a blend of Enter the Gungeon and Binding of Isaac. At least style-wise.
That makes sense.
Some of the enemies, creepy-looking fucking things. What in the name of shit is that?
A boss.
What else would be?
Oh, and I've also got to include a Hero Siege as well. Same style. I don't think Hero is Hero Siege. No roguelike. Well, you lose all your relics if you die, so maybe.
But yeah, it looks really, really cool.
Yeah.
Seems like it could be fun.
It's such a strange name.
Yep.
It does not tell us
All right,
anything.
following. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm
I knew
gonna.
you would probably like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow that too.
Remember to make the poll list.
All right,
Woohoo! Again.
Silver, you're up.
Subverse. That should
Oh
make
God, no! He bringing out the porn.
Well, it actually does come out this month, near the end of it, anyway. And
How
I
many
do.
more do we all have, by the way?
I do own it already.
Because I have 2 more.
26th.
I don't know how many they have.
That can't be good.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. It's technically glove, yes and no. It's a hybrid. It's like a shmup mixed with. Actually, I don't know the other genre. I think it's like strategy. And of course, there is the whole, bang your crew.
The question is this safe for Twitch or should we?
No, it's not. Probably.
The trailer is.
Okay, the trailer is very not safe for
It's.
Twitch.
I mean, it's not showing anything, but it's insinuating quite a bit.
It's insinuating, but it doesn't. It's not. It doesn't cross the line.
It's on YouTube. But I think it's unlisted.
Who's really good at shmups? This guy. Am I gonna play this game? Probably not.
It's just
That
a
doesn't,
game.
it's
This does
interesting
seem like
that
Glad-
little boost
Glad kind of game though.
thing isn't very common.
That's why I said it's a hybrid of.
Oh, it has other gameplay mechanics too. So shmup, strategy, turn-based,
Today, Captain,
tactics.
is about destiny.
Huh.
There's the other portion of the game. Probably the #1 reason why people will play it.
Yeah.
And it's made by Studio FOW. If you've never heard of Studio FOW, you don't watch porn, period. Period. You don't watch porn, period. If you've never heard of
Dangerous
FOW.
this is.
Because
I
I've
know
never heard of it.
about them. I know about them, but I'm not going to say anything else.
If you thought things were hard
Tim's not going to say anything either.
I'm
That's
sorry
not what
to say
he's
that
not going to
I'm
say
going to
anything.
get
Yeah, you don't need to know. But this way though, they have a varying, amazing animation team. They
I
do
can tell from the
superb job.
trailer here, it's very good animation.
It's very on point.
Captain.
That's all I'm going to say.
We
It's
have
very
a
on
galaxy
point.
to burn.
Almost lifelike. Actually, perhaps it is a little too lifelike.
Well, I mean, that's probably part of the point.
No, seriously, get up.
say.
The bloody game's about
Like
to
how she was
launch.
wearing glasses,
Captain,
but she has a
are you
fucking eye
hungover
patch. I'm like,
again?
why are you wearing glasses when you have an eye
I
patch?
think you're gonna have to carry me
That's
for a
just
bit.
so weird.
So Tim, what's your game?
I'll play it. I don't care.
From the street.
I honestly play. I don't give a shit.
I mean, the gameplay looks like it would be fun.
For making a werewolf.
Here. Oh yeah. Wait a sec. Hoonie Pop.
Okay, Glav, I will let you know what it's like.
Oh, that's right. That's a game that came out.
Cinematic
Was it this month?
Yeah, I finished the whole entire game.
Ow.
Here's my review of Hoonie Pop. You like match 3? You like boobs? There you go. All right, 9 out of 10.
Alien kid.
Do you like women moaning?
You are a
Very
loser
erotically.
of
There you go.
no significance.
All
Are
right.
you lonely?
You like women moaning while you're matching stuff to the what's it called?
Do you like
Puzzle?
match 3? Are you very lonely at night?
Actually,
You like Candy Crush?
yes,
Candy
but
Crush, but
no.
with women moaning in the background.
Yes, but no.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. I'm not really that lonely. All right. What's yours, Ray?
Laser attraction. I said there's a theme. There's a theme.
Strokes beard.
S on laser.
Oh, lasers.
No, Laser.
Okay.
Space attraction.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I wish whoever made that word up fucking spelled it with a Z instead of an S. It's so confusing.
Well, no, they have games that spell it both ways. That's why.
Pretty much.
That too. It's so annoying, but oh well. So,
I don't know if you guys remember. Again, I had a couple months back. I was, what was that? Bend the Light, I think.
Yep.
Which was a puzzle game involving taking light and bending it and using mirrors to reach certain goals. But this is more color and prism related.
A little bit more. A little bit more involved, I guess.
Yeah. Because not only are you taking the light, you have to change the colors, bend it, combine the colors,
Huh.
all kinds of stuff.
Well, it kind of might have like flashing lights, so people with epilepsy, be careful.
Definitely, but yeah, looks like fun.
Alrighty.
To be honest, it does. And I'm not one for puzzle games.
Alright, this is my weird as fuck game that I guarantee you I'll be playing on stream this month. I did warn you guys a couple days ago I'm gonna be playing some weird shit. So yeah, this is
You did.
So this is your FMV game of the month.
Oh.
Open your eyes and take a look at this bitch.
Ground Zero, Texas.
Oh boy.
Huh.
Because of the losses, we've gone to a battle camp setup. Town is rigged for picture. It's your engineers at 4 critical locations.
Oh.
Now there'll be an agent in each locale, and you'll get a wave once you get set. HQ
All right.
It like his nuclear edition. Wait, was that Bill Murray? Or was that just me?
Constant cellular regeneration depends on it. Our
That-
best weapons
that
Just
guy
pay
looks
pay
cool.
attention.
You gotta find a way to stop.
Aliens.
Oh, it's one of these kinds of FMV games. You know what? I actually had like
Exactly, Glav.
This looks interesting.
I have like a DVD that is like one of these games, and you could play it with like a fucking remote control, and it's kind of cool. I like how they made these kinds of movies with VCRs as well. Where you use a remote control to basically, well, shoot.
That's funny.
Huh.
Ground Zero, Texas, Nuclear Edition. Coming this month to the stream, baby.
Oh
Well,
wow.
that'll be something to watch.
Is this old on you?
Yes.
Huh.
Go
All
to
right.
Steam.
And now,
Yeah,
my last game. Tetracube.
I saw that on your follow list.
Mm-hmm.
Tetracube.
Hey guys,
Base roguelike strategy game.
her birthday's in 45 minutes.
Oh, is she asleep?
No,
Oh.
not if we have anything to say about it.
Well, if she's listening to the podcast, do you think she had that?
She just came upstairs.
joke.
She's not listening.
Oh.
We gotta give her the usual happy B-days.
Get me no merch.
Yeah, we've got to destroy this
Gotta be
guy.
loud. And we gotta destroy Discord.
Well, I'm a fan of roguelikes. And, well, strategy games as well.
No dailies tonight?
I say, well, for
No, we
us,
were gonna
yeah.
do them right after we're done.
Well, go do PS2.
Right after we're done.
And then we're going straight to Valheim.
I thought, yeah, I thought we were playing Valheim.
Yes, Giants for dollar.
Good part is these guys are almost done with their list, and it's just me reading off the rest of the name.
Yeah, I've just got one
Yep.
left.
All right. Who's next?
How many do you have, Ray?
That's my last game.
Okay.
So all of us have.
Oh yeah,
about-
what was your
had
review
about
game,
the
Ray?
Exact same amount of games, except.
Well,
for
it'll probably be this or the last game, depending
Okay.
on whether
Okay.
this one.
Well, you
is
just let me
out
know
or
when you
not.
decide.
I mean, they're kind of similar. They're all
Alright.
puzzle games. It'll be the same thing anyway.
Sure.
So a couple months back, you guys might have remembered I reviewed and brought up Turn on the Light.
Yep.
Turns out they're making a sequel.
Oh
Turn
wow!
Turn on the lights.
Turn on all the lights.
Turn on all the lights.
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about, dear.
You misspelled the.
Shut up. I'm trying. I'm getting yelled at by my wife.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
Yeah.
Didn't I point this one out to you?
Silver,
Like
44 minutes. I'm only going to give you 44 minutes.
You put it out another one like a month or two ago.
Similar to
because
this.
I was
44 minutes. 44 minutes is all the time I could spare to play with you.
Well, it must have been popular enough to get a sequel if you're turning on
So
all the
indeed.
light.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna give that a try.
Alrighty.
Hopefully it actually comes out this month because all it says is March 2021. So we'll see.
Oh, you love that?
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite pizza place. Okay, here's one that actually Ray's gonna be into as well.
Oh.
Puyo Puyo Tetris 2.
Ah yes.
Heck yeah.
Puyo Puyo.
It's back.
Tetris, engage!
I'll be right back. I just realized I forgot.
And I know, Tetris is not Call of Duty or anything like that, but for an old school person that played Tetris on the OG original Game Boy for hours and hours and hours, I love Tetris and anything to do with Tetris. And I also love Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which is basically Puyo Puyo.
So yeah, I remember playing the shit out of that.
So guess what?
It's back.
It's not. Maybe this isn't for you, but it's for me, baby. My question is though, like, what is going to be the difference between this and the first one?
New story.
Probably. Like I ever gave a shit about the story, but
Maybe they've added characters.
Time to find our culprit.
all right. So who is next? Or am I the only one left?
No, I've got one left.
Okay, what do you got?
Okay, so this one has a weird name. Beneficium.
Yeah, I'm reading it in the chat.
Beneficium.
There you go.
Yeah, it's such a weird fucking name. Now she has a trainer. You spoke as she's the hive. Very dangerous.
Silver has a crush on the publisher CNM because he has 2 games that was released by the same publisher in 1 month.
Really? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, what is it, Kara 2?
Oh, Clear 2, yeah.
Yeah, same publisher.
Ah, okay. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Details, man. It's all in the details.
I know. I should stop paying attention to that.
We're trying to be professionals here, Silver. You need to step up your game, sir.
Oh, is that what we were doing?
I was hoping.
Whoops.
We are. We are.
Yes, we are.
Gosh, why didn't you tell me beforehand? Tim, I would have put on a better outfit.
We are.
No, that's when I start making Silver get on cam every month for the podcast.
No.
Well, I think that'd be hilarious.
I know, but I hate cameras.
Sorry, would this be considered formal? Or should I have formal attire on? Where's my tie?
Yeah, I'm the only one that has to show their face every month.
Well, I particularly don't want to have to take a shower every time we do a podcast.
Well, taking a shower every day is part of a balanced breakfast. I mean, wait, what?
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, you mean that kind of shower? Oh, you dirty boy.
But,
who showers during lockdown? I mean, seriously.
yeah, who showers during lockdown? You're supposed to just wait till after lockdown's over, then start showering, right, Jess?
Oh, boy.
She says I smell fine. It's fine.
Do you want me to add an extra word to that? Splooge.
No.
There you go.
Well, with splooge, you need to take a shower after you splooge. All right. So am I the only one left now?
I'm out.
Yes.
I'm out.
All right,
That's
cool.
my 8.
I don't have that many left, so you guys are in good shape.
Well,
We shall be ashamed.
Yep.
Yeah, I always get shamed, but I got some good games to show off. So guess what? Shame
Well,
on.
after you're done, I will decide which of these games.
Didn't you show off Dandy Ace a while ago?
Yes,
I
you did.
showed it off last month, but now it actually has a release date this month.
I was gonna say, this is not the first time we've seen this. However,
I know I've actually seen someone play the demo, I believe. Yeah, I think I've seen someone play the demo.
If you like roguelites, though, this is awesome because it's basically like any of those games that are coming out now, like Curse of the Dead Gods, or anything like that. Except this is all based on magic and being a magician.
Magic.
So at least it's a little different take on it.
yeah, definitely. Like that circus magic, that's definitely not a common theme in video games.
Oh no. No, it is not. Which definitely makes it a little more unique.
Yes, as the setting.
I love the bosses though.
Not you again.
He's a painter.
Axelangio.
How about Cicerella?
She's got scissors.
Yes. They're multiplying.
Be sure that she's Edward Scissorhands' twin sister.
But yeah, I think it's a really cool take on the genre with a little bit of difference to make it stand
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
All right, review game. It Takes Two.
It takes two,
Yes.
baby. It takes two, baby.
It Takes Two. The game is a co-op
I
action
can't wait
adventure
to play this
platformer
with Jess.
with a focus on marrying the story and gameplay.
Man, it reminds me of it's from
Play
the
as
same
Cody
developers of
and May,
A Way
two
Out, right?
parents that have decided to divorce. Of course, this upsets their daughter Rose, who creates two dolls that the parents magically turn into.
Because, it takes two to find a way out.
And with the guidance of a cheesy love book called Dr. Hakim,
They have to stay together.
I will help you fix your relationship.
you now control Cody
I love
and
how
May on this
the
crazy
developer
ride.
is the book.
We're tiny.
The amount of variation is insane. There are no similar scenarios. Every scene is unique. Whatever happens in the story will be
I
reflected
can't
in the
wait to see how
gameplay.
well
Let me show
or
you some
poorly
examples.
you cooperate.
When Cody and May
I
use a
think we'll
gang
be
of
fine.
squirrels in their tree,
Yeah,
May
you two
finds
know each
out
other
that
like the back
Cody
of your
let a
hands.
nest of
I'm sure you'll be
wasps
fine.
lure in.
It'd be interesting to see how
Now they are forced into a
complicated
war
it is,
between
or
the
how
wasps
much
and the
difficulty is
squirrels,
involved.
using the squirrels' weaponry. Combine the sap
It's
gun
a
and the match gun to
shame.
create
It's a
explosions.
shame.
That is so cool.
It's a shame on my end. There probably wouldn't be anyone that would play that game with me. On my end, anyway.
Or use them to weigh down objects and open new paths. I'm getting spooky about it.
Not very hard, man, with that friend pass.
Here's another example. This level is about finding
And you
Cody
played it
and
with
May's
me,
lost
and
attraction.
and
They're
we didn't
given
have any
pieces of a
issues.
magnet as a
Oh,
metaphor
wow.
for their
Yeah.
attraction.
Well, yeah. Because you're the one that bought it.
Use the magnet
Yeah,
to
same
push
dev,
and
same
pull your
everything.
way through danger.
That's probably one of the very few games in the last
Another
15
level
years
is
that
the
have actually made me
relationship
fucking
with
feel something.
And I have a feeling this game's gonna do the same.
She is
Level.
never at home. I can't be in two places at the
We'll
same
see.
time, can I?
We'll see.
Unless you want me to clone myself.
Because in that game, it was a,
Cody
at
can
the
now
end
control
about
time
betrayal,
and reverse
which
objects.
really sucked.
And May can make a
But this
clone of
game, I don't
herself
know
to
if it's
swap
gonna get to
places.
that emotional level.
Actually,
Doesn't
Well,
seem-
it
most of the
seems
levels
like
in
it's
this
more
game
about
will have May and
fixing a
Cody
relationship.
using a new
Yeah.
mechanic.
Yeah, and being
Depending
funny.
on what character you're playing
Well,
as,
definitely.
you'll have a different experience.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be.
But this game looks
Instead of
fucking
having
wild.
collectibles and other shiny shit,
Oh, yeah.
we made the
Sure.
world interactive and fun.
The more I see of it, the more I want to play it.
Exactly.
We also have a huge amount of minigames spread out throughout the levels for Cody and May to
You get to
find
use the
and to
race
compete
car
with each other.
track. Oh my god.
And lastly,
Oh,
friends
no.
pass, you only need to buy one copy of the game
Not
to play with your
races.
friends. Now, have a
No.
great trip, and I hope you enjoy the game. I know you will. Boom!
No.
That. I can't wait. I can't. Similar to games you played, Resident Evil 6.
What?
I hope.
Gears 5?
I believe it's
Co-op.
like that.
That's
because-
all that's relating.
Yeah.
Co-op. Yeah.
It's an
They are very different styles. Okay.
Alright.
Just on a random note, I like how Resident Evil 8 is priced at 50 quid and not 60. I'm kind of surprised by that actually.
So for people like Glav, we have Evil Genius 2.
World Domination.
This is also good for Mermich, who likes to do this evil laugh and to be a.
I was about to say you didn't really have an evil laugh, but there was.
I do an evil laugh all the time.
Occasionally. It's not that often.
It is nice to see something different from Rebellion besides either
Yes.
the two series they mostly put out, which is Zombie Army or
Sniper Elite.
Yeah. But they did put out, what was the other game that we played together? One based on mythological Egypt.
Oh yeah, Strange Brigade.
Strange Brigade. That was pretty good.
Kind of want to play that again, actually.
I feel like Evil Genius 2 is a game that Spiffing Bird is definitely gonna play.
He's done one for like the first game. First one.
Yeah, first game's only $10 on Steam.
I look forward to Evil Genius 2 is a perfectly balanced game with absolutely no exploits.
Alright, so we only have a couple left now. One is at the very end of the month. The whole point of never skipping out on the end of the month. We have Drifters Loot the Galaxy. Oh, they moved it to April. Never mind. Well, can't help it. I only looked these games up 2 days ago. Okay, let's hope the last one didn't do it. How about Kaze and the Wild Mask? No, that's on the 26th, still at the same date. This is actually something I'm going to play on stream. I know I already have a review game, but I'm going to play this game. Only because I love games that take the platforming genre and turn on its head and give it a little bit of variety, so I will definitely be checking this game out.
Certainly looks interesting.
Keys in the Wild.
So yeah, it looks like a typical normal platforming game.
Until
you find Mask.
Ah, yes. I think I remember something about this game.
So it's kind of Majora's Mask platformer? Question mark?
Huh.
Interesting.
It had my interest from the moment I saw it. Let's put it that way. Oh,
it's a 90s platformer.
And to put this out there, because I know Mario is waiting for the answer to his question. Kingdom Hearts 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, and the last part, which I can't remember. What is it? Melody of Chains or something? God, I can't remember. Here. I'll look this up.
Kingdom Hearts, insert title here.
Yeah.
Cortana, insert title here.
Yeah, it's Kingdom Hearts 3 and Remine, Kingdom Hearts Melody of Time, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5.
Yeah, basically the entirety of the Kingdom Hearts series, yeah. Which I think okay, yeah, thankfully the node price.
The entirety of the Disney commercial franchise.
Commercial franchise. Yes.
So
I'm wrong.
So if you want to play it from the beginning, get 1.5 and 2.5 remix. I know that might not sound like you're getting the first game, but you are. And it's $50 for the 2 games. I think that's fair.
Actually, Tim, it's 6 games.
Technically, yes. Yep, because it's got what? Final mix, chain memories. Jesus Christ.
350. What is it? 8.5 days, or half days?
Yeah. But yeah, it's
Bring your brain scrambler because you're going to need it.
yeah. But yeah,
Just to read the title.
they all come out on the 30th. So I'm sorry if you don't like Kingdom Hearts, you're not gonna like my channel in April because I probably am gonna play some of them. Because I've never played Kingdom Hearts and I love Square Enix and their older games. So I'll probably end up playing at least one along the way.
I think that's great, Tim, because I haven't played one, and I don't think I would. So I'd rather watch you playing one than.
Yeah.
There
They just seem to, out there for me to really care too much about, and I'm not really a fan
Well,
of
cool.
Disney.
Then you guys could fill me in on the lore and Google while I play it and try to figure out what the lore is while I'm playing it.
No, sorry, Tim, you're on your own.
Let's not go
who's
into
like
that
every
freaking
game and the cause of everything, but also the result of him causing every. You know what? Never mind. We'll get to there when
Listen,
we cross that.
before I start, I'm gonna go back and watch.
there.
I'll go back and watch the Angry Video Games chronological review of Kingdom Hearts because he breaks it all down in a 30-minute video. It literally takes 30 minutes to figure out this game's here in the timeline, and then this is it's all over the fucking place.
Oh god, yeah.
But thank you guys so much for hanging out for the podcast tonight. I really appreciate it. I was gonna do Valheim tonight, but I'm going to move Valheim to Thursday because we got a late start this evening. Because if I started streaming now, it would be midnight before I fucking get going.
And Jess wants to go to bed earlier than that.
Well, she's not gonna go to bed before midnight, but I don't think she wants to be up all night either. I mean, we got dailies to do, right? We got to hop on and do our dailies on.
I have no
on
NPC.
Genshin, right?
I believe.
You got to do the Genshin dailies, right, Jess? Yeah. All right. So because I have a birthday girl right here in 28 minutes. So yeah, but thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the podcast. If you are part of the Discord and you have any feedback for us, how we can improve things, make things more interactive for you guys, let us know. But other than that, this will be on YouTube probably tomorrow afternoon because I put them up on YouTube every time just to host them because, with Twitch the way it is, who knows if it'll be there if I wait. So I always pull them. I always fix them up a little bit and put them up on YouTube. So if you ever want to go back and watch again and the VOD isn't there anymore, you can check it out on my YouTube channel, which you can find the links in my Discord as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for taking the time to do this podcast this month. Thank you to everybody who showed up, and thank you to the resubs. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow for our indie game night. We will be playing Marshmallow, and we'll be playing Everhood, because I'm going to buy this as soon as this comes off the stream. All right.
Oh my
Thank you guys, and have a great night.
Have a good night, folks.
Schlong out.
Good night, everybody.
I was waiting for the schlong.
We always are.
Podcast.
He has an erection problem. We always have to wait for the schlong.
Fuck off.